He didn't allow himself to relax until the assistant, what in God's name was she called, led him from the office and into the anteroom decorated with ancient friezes from Babylon, where her own desk sat. Less well-polished, that wood, and stacked with work. She wore a gold band of service, and yes, she was lovely. He could certainly see why Brendan had been so taken with her. Graceful as she motioned him to a seat and opened a book on her desk, one that no doubt contained orders from the archivist that he'd just written out. He studied her while she wasn't looking. The rich skin tone told him she was of Egyptian heritage, mixed with something else he couldn't define. He remembered the thick braid she wore down her back and the cheekbones and pointed chin. I need to remember her name. N something, Naomi, Nalana. It came to him with sudden clarity, and he used it. Next, sir, about the way I left. This was a bridge he needed to test carefully. You left exactly the way you intended, she said in a brisk voice, very different from the warm one that Jess remembered from their first encounter, the night he'd realized his brother had taken a lover from the library staff. Without any warning and without a word. She looked up, and those sharp eyes seemed to cut right through him. Though I thank you at least for a decent note to tell me you regretted it. I wish I could say it lessened the sting. Brendan had written a letter? An apology? Clearly his brother felt more for this girl than had been obvious. Sorry, Jess muttered. He wanted to say something else, but it was risky, and the further he pushed Nexa away, the better for both of them. Had to be done. I suppose, she agreed. She opened a drawer in her desk and removed something that she extended to him. It was a wooden box carved with the symbol of the great library on the top, and when he opened it he found a copper bracelet sitting on a bed of soft red velvet. He shoved it back at her. I'm not joining your cult. And we wouldn't have you, she said. If you don't agree to put it on, your accommodations will be the sort that are far less pleasant. Did you imagine you'd be granted the same freedom this time? That, Jess felt, was a double cut. Probably well deserved, that rejection.